from the very Hollywood shop. It is Tavan. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to the Breakfast Club.
Thank you so much. Such an honor to be here. But around like such powerful people, you guys like put such a you guys put smiles on people's faces every day. Like seriously, it does. It makes a difference. Listen to the positive messages that you guys give, and you share all these things. It's important. Like seriously, thank you for waking up every day super early and doing this.
It's the only thing that we're good at.
Nice.
No, but hey, that means a lot though. To put a smile on somebody's face, that's
nice.
Yeah,
I like those words.
Yeah.
Thank you for those kind words.
Thank you so much, Tavan. Tavan, I'm gonna let the girls take over the interview, but I just want to ask the initial question because there's most people listening right now that don't know you.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask a little bit of your background in terms of Los Angeles and Kurdistan and all that. Just get us to this point, and then I'll let the girls take over.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys my story. I grew up in the States, and I went to fashion school, one of the biggest fashion schools in LA, and I have a degree in fashion merchandising, but it took me a while to get back into the fashion business. As I was going to college, I was working for you got to work at the States and go to college. It's not like, you don't get money from your parents. So I worked at the Mac counter in West Hollywood, and it was like one of the best experience ever, and I could not let go of that job. And everybody's like, hey, you just went to school for fashion. Why wouldn't you, get into the field of working for fashion? First, I was making good money. Second, I was like running into all kinds of celebrities. Yes, I was like, working because they would book you because Instagram and all that was not popular in early 2000. So you would run into a Demi Lovato would book me hey, they'll say, oh, she's a good makeup artist, book her. This. I have put on lashes on Ariana Grande.
What?
I know. So
I can't breathe.
Come on.
I swear to God. So her and her mom was like, this girl is a really hardworking girl. She was in it was like 2008, and she was I guess she was just in Nickelodeon's. And then her and her mom came in, and they wanted to put on individual lashes, and all the artists were like, we don't have time for that. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'll take in this little girl. I didn't know who she was. But then I did it. Her mom gave me a tip, $20. We're not supposed to take, but I was like, hey.
Hey.
As I remember.
I would take it
so,
too.
So you know what? They kind of were like, oh, you're okay with that? We're going to come often. And would you do that often? I was like, yeah, I'll do that if you tip me $20 every time. So yeah, that was really what I did. I would run into people all the time. I was Shawnee O'Neal's makeup artist. She's the wife of one of the famous NBA players for the Lakers. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, that big guy. So yeah, I was making really good money and whatever. So finally I was I'm gonna go in and move into the fashion world because that's what I,
Studied
have
for.
a degree. Yeah. So I worked for Betsy Johnson, and the first year I worked for her, she declared bankruptcy, and I was at a job. So I was at a job for the first time in my life. See, I've worked since I was 15, always worked, never been jobless. So I've had all kinds of jobs, from fast food to hospitals, just name it, So then when I was jobless, I was like, what do I do in my life, So my parents were like, hey, why don't you travel? Why don't you go back to Kurdistan? And
who was your parents' suggestion first?
Yeah, they were just like, why don't you just visit? Yeah, we haven't been there for 18 years.
Yes, it's the same thing as me. It's such a similar story. You don't know nothing about it, right?
Nothing about it. I remember my aunt coming visiting, and she was telling me all about oh, things are changing and this is 2011. She's telling me everything is developing and changing. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I just go visit? So I came to visit. Saw everything, and then I went actually back to Europe, traveled to Europe, and came back. And then I was like, oh my God, I can do something, because I lived in LA, and that's the fashion center, everything starts fashion there. And I was like, I know all these vendors, and I know all these things. I can open a boutique, and it's gonna be great. I just planned it all out, and I called my friends in LA. I'm like, dude, I'm moving. This is what I'm doing. Everyone's like, are you okay? When they have that picture about Kurdistan and Iraq,
right.
It's scary.
Right.
Oh, you're not gonna last. Okay, whatever. So anyways, I had my family's support. They helped me out. We got at that time, I didn't know where to start a store. They were like, hey, Majdi Mall is big, let's go with Majdi Mall. So I went with Majdi Mall. I was very shocked. The rent was so expensive. I was like, I don't know if I could do this. My family were like, no, it's fine. Just go. It's that's your only spot. But eventually I moved out of there, thank God. But it was tough. for the first year, when you start a business, I tell everybody don't expect a lot. For the first year, I made $0, but I was loving how people were reacting to this stuff. They were like happy, like, oh my God, you have this here? Oh my God, like you bring these things from there. Like it was something really new, and that just made me happy and got me so much more motivated to stay here and see like how people react and appreciate things.
So when you first came in here, there was hardly anything Kurdish about you.
No, nothing.
Yeah, and after 18 years, you landed here. Your parents are still in LA?
My parents live in Seattle.
In Seattle.
Yeah.
So kind of, you're alone here, let's say. You have cousins, I'm sure you do.
I do. I have my aunts and cousins. Yeah.
But you're just trying to make it on your own as a individual.
I love it here. People always say, why do you love it here? But I really do. It's so hard for me to live back there. I've tried. Last year I lived back in LA, and I was just like,
what? Explain to us, because people will go crazy when people are driving out. They're about to go crazy.
I know.
For a person to trade their
guys,
Los Angeles life to Airbnb.
Yeah, I know. Okay, listen. This is it. Listen, I'll tell you. Once you find a place like like on this earth, once you find a place that you're comfortable in, and you are, your hustle is good, you're making people happy, you go to work and you're not like stressed out, that's when like you really like, you're like, okay, this is my place. LA, what I remember of LA, it was me like running from job to job, from freelance to freelance, hustling, paying bills, stuck in traffic for hours. You guys have no idea what traffic is, okay? You gotta like, it was like, even though when I go now and like I see people, like I only see the tourists are happy. When I see the locals, I see them, they're like, okay, I gotta pay for this, I can't pay for this, it's expensive to this, I just see how my friends are still like, it's difficult to live in the US, Seriously, you guys have it so easy here. Your jobs are so easy. You don't pay taxes, right? You don't like.
Well, it's not you guys now. It's we.
You
live here now.
I
You're
live here.
part
Yeah,
of this.
I should say that. My bad. Sorry. But like, there's so many things. Like earlier, you guys were talking about how people are so nice and kind. Literally, you don't see that over there. You could drop like, fall, like, drop dead. And it was like, oh, let's call 911. And nobody would come up to you and like, help you out or, it's just like the kindness of people here. So many things, so many positive things about here. And we can all change that. Like people, when they say, oh, actually, I've seen a like dramatic change from 2012 till now. People are more accepting of things. People are more understanding, more aware, which is good. We've had it really tough in this country. We've gone through so much. I always say that to people, like, please don't forget what we've been through. When my family left here in the 90s, I remember this place was a desert. We had no buildings, we had nothing. And look at us now. We should be thankful of what we have. Just let us all build our city. Like, let's make it. Like, let me bring piece of LA to here. Let me bring it and offer it to you guys. Let me, which, people have been acceptable. It took a while, which I understand. Like, oh, this Western girl comes in, very Hollywood, whatever. But now they get it. I appreciate them. So yeah, that's all, what we need to do. Like, some of us need to come back and some of us need to bring this, these things here. And I hope I did like a little bit of that, I built a community,
Yeah.
You've done a lot of that.
Thank
you. You said first when you came, your store was at Majdi Mall.
Yeah.
And I used to visit you all the time over there.
I
And I still visit you now. So can you tell the people out there where your store is now?
Yes, my store is in MRF 4 Towers, and that is, I don't know if you guys know Empire Apartments, and we're right in front of Empire Apartments entrance. Right in the bazaar, which is under the building of MRF, and you see Holland Bazaar and Cheche, and we're right inside the bazaar. Yeah.
So you go inside, and then I think it's to your left.
To your left. You're right. So smart.
And I see like your style of clothes is very swag and like very modern.
Very simple.
Yeah.
I like to be in baggy clothes.
But the things you bring to the store is also like very like in trend,
yeah.
very Instagram, very swag.
Yeah.
And you also always have sales. Like it's not just like very expensive stuff. You always have 30% off things,
Yeah.
50% off things.
And that's what I do because the world of fashion has changed so much. When something is in today, it's out tomorrow so quick, so like when I bring something, I'm like, let's get it, because I gotta bring something else. We always gotta switch it up. And I love how the girls have changed in here, like in Erbil. At the beginning, it was, for some people were like, what is this? Why would I want to dress like this? But now like they come up to me like, hey, do you have the Kylie Jenner jacket? Hey, do you have like what Ariana Grande was wearing? Like, they're very, very like I can't keep up with the girls here, to be honest. I'm like, wow. Like at the beginning, like some people were not like, they wouldn't get it. But no, like you said, I am what I call myself an Instagram boutique.
Yeah.
So I follow the trend of Instagram. So any, how do you call it? Like an Instagram baddie, holler.
But you also have makeup,
Yes,
cosmetics. You don't only have clothes.
Yes,
So
I actually like, so anything like makeup, all the new makeups and the trends and stuff. I have like any accessories, like I said, like anything that you see that is popular it's popping on Instagram, I just bring it, like gadgets. So I mix it up. So it's like a boutique of like, it's a girl's place to come and play. And, I always tell people like, that's what I was just telling, like people want things delivered. I'm like, no, come in, because we got things. We can meet, we can talk,
Yeah. I think people are getting lazier by the day, like we were talking earlier. When they see there's an option for delivery, they're like, oh, can you deliver it to me? I don't have the taqat to come to the store and buy myself things. I just want it to be delivered to me. Yeah. So I was checking our DMs on Instagram. Noor was DMing you and I was spying.
Yeah. Spy.
And this is the reason why she's here today. She doesn't come to the show.
Hey,
you
I
guys
was
got
here.
them gifts.
Yeah.
Tavan, what did you get these girls?
I mean, just some simple stuff like hair mask, face mask, some highlighter.
Oh my god, I needed this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I
stressed.
wanted to highlighter. You gotta be popping.
People don't realize the importance of face masks.
Chokers are big.
Exactly. Ooh, there's more? Oh my god. I can't.
Aw, that's so
No,
nice.
actually, I wanted to get you guys clothes, but
That's a NYX lipstick.
Oh yeah, that was one of my questions. So what are some of the makeup brands that you bring to the store?
so like whatever is whatever is like trending.
Right.
So like, mostly like Too Faced,
I see a lot of color pop.
ColourPop. I really like, okay, so what I'm going for right now, like my whole theory is I want to go for companies that don't charge much. Like, so a lot of companies charge a lot because of their advertising and how they handle their PR. Like, think about it. If you look at those Instagram models, they go on like trips and they get gifts and by brands, right? You guys, we're paying for those trips. We're paying for these trips. We're paying for the advertising. These companies are like, oh, you know what? I'm going to take so-and-so on a trip on like a really nice island. And they're going to be like photographing whatever. And, like going for that. This brand is charging us for these things. So ColourPop is one of those companies that does not do trip brands and does not pay for advertising. And they're just a word of mouth company.
They're based in LA, I think.
They're
right?
based in LA. Actually, one thing I always tell people, it's the same factory where they make Kylie products.
Yes. It's the same lipstick. Like I've tried Kylie liquid lipstick and ColourPop liquid lipstick. It's the same formula.
Same formula.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But so much cheaper because, Kylie is Kylie, puts her name on it. And then, they're just a LA based company. And another thing, it's another skincare company that I'm bringing in that is going to be really big. And actually, I'm going to have little makeup seminars for free, which remember you've been to one of my makeup seminars.
Yeah, I wanted to check it out. It's like, because
it was
as a guy, I
2013.
don't understand it, how all these things make a woman happy, and I still don't, even though after everything that I'm trying, because that was a question today, is what makes you happy? And obviously for most women, it's these kind of things, these accessories. I still don't understand it. But it's interesting to see how girls are so passionate when you talk about these kind of things.
They do.
It's beautiful.
It is. Like you can never make a girl sad when you buy her makeup. Like I love it when guys come in and they're like, hey, I want to buy her makeup, and I'm like, oh my god, good for you. Yes, I love these customers.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to what I'm doing, I'm gonna do like free makeup classes again. I don't charge. You just come to the store.
You're gonna do these. That's
yes,
awesome.
Yes. I was away for 2018. 2018 was a rough year for me, to be honest. I was just like not sure if I wanted to stay here with everything was going on, and my business really took a big hit in 2018, with like no airport and all that. We took a big hit, our business really slowed down, but things are moving right now, thank God. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is bring in brands that don't pay for PR and advertising. I want brands that just care for people and make good stuff.
Yeah, ColourPop's quality is really, really good, and they're very affordable. And I
Yes.
love how you bring most of their stuff.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of their
And
stuff.
then
in your
what's so
boutique.
funny? I have a difficulty with people when I tell them ColourPop. They're like, I don't know about it. I want to wear Huda Beauty, but I try to educate them. I'm like, Huda Beauty, you're paying so much for her advertising and her packaging and whatever. Just get something that's really good quality. Just because you don't see it everywhere, that doesn't mean it's.
I think once they try ColourPop, because I didn't know what ColourPop was, but once I tried their products, I
Yes.
really fell in love, and there's no going back for me now.
Not going back. Yes.
So like I said, I was checking our DMs, and you said this is your how many years anniversary?
7-year anniversary. Yes, just like you guys, right? 2012. That's when you guys opened. Yeah. we have,
Yes. Congratulations, 7 years,
Yes.
going strong.
Thank you.
So
7
how does it
years.
feel? 7 years.
Well, I couldn't believe it was 7 years till I was like, is it 7 years? I was like, oh my God, I've been here for that long. Good for me.
Time flies.
Yeah, it does. It does learn so much, I learned a lot. I learned to be patient. I used to not be patient when I was back in the States. My friends knew me as a different person. And when I go back now, they're like, oh, when something happened, I'm like, I just don't I just react very differently to it. And they're like, why? I'm like, just because. It's take it easy. Seriously, people really take it easy here. Do you know that? They don't really care much. That's what I see.
Well, what I love about Very Hollywood is that you're always there. You're not like one of those business owners that just opens up a place and leaves it over there and
You're just like the owner.
Yeah. She's always there, and she's always when you go and want to buy something, she advises you based on your style, based on what you like, and she advises you on what to buy and what would fit you, what would look good on you. And that's what I love about Very Hollywood, is that I always get advice when I go there. It's not just I see something and I take it, and nobody tells me that if that's gonna look good on me or not.
I think the best part of my job is when I want to meet my customers and see them and be friends with them, and that's why on my page 2 says no delivery, I want to see you. So come, I want to see you. Nice. And I, like you said, I love being there. I love some people okay, so this is funny because I clean my own store. If my employee's not there, I will clean, sweep, mop, everything. And people come in and oh, you have nobody working for you? I'm like, it's my store, I'm working, there's nothing, it's not Aiba, come on, it's a job, But yeah, I love meeting people. I'm so that's why I come in, I talk to you, I show you things, and I want to get ideas. To be honest, a lot of times I get ideas from people. A lot of the younger girls come in and they're hey, why don't you have this? I'm like, okay, so if they want this, let me get this, So yeah, it's all learning every single day.
What are the opening times for the store?
We open at, right now it's our winter lazy time. Because I'm serious, in the winter everybody's lazy. So 12 till 8 p.m. And then
every single day?
Every single day. And then summertime we open from 11 till 9.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Nice,
good.
nice.
You have a lot of time to visit.
Summertime people go out more.
Yeah. So aside from being at the store all the time, what else do you like to do?
Okay, so you guys wouldn't believe it, but I'm such an introvert. I stay home, watch TV, and eat. Yeah, I love eating. I'm an introvert. Like when I'm here, I don't know. Like that's what I like to do. Like I'm obsessed with TV.
What are you
I'm
watching?
obsessed with reality TV. Like, you know, I'm obsessed with it. And I have like my family pass by my room and it's always a fight. They're cussing each other out. My aunt comes and like, what do you like about this? I'm like, it's so much fun. My life is drama free. They have drama.
Do you watch the Kardashians?
I used to. I kind of dropped it, but I follow their, follow.
Did you hear the latest thing happening?
Yeah,
So-
she actually commented on
I
it.
comment. I was like, what goes around comes around. Sorry, not sorry.
So if for the people out there who don't know, Khloe Kardashian, who had her baby
True Thompson.
Thompson, yes.
Yeah.
10 months ago, I believe. When True was being delivered, Tristan, her boyfriend, the NBA player, cheated on her with another Instagram model.
She was pregnant, like she was giving birth like a couple of days. Yeah.
She was delivering, like I said. And now he allegedly cheated on her with Kylie Jenner's best friend, Jordan Woods.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
And also business partner and roommate. She lived in the
Yeah.
same house.
Yeah.
You know
Oh my
what?
God.
It's so funny. They just had a BFF lounge, like cosmetic
Yeah.
lounge. It was all about how they're best friends, and it's funny, like they did that. And I don't know if you guys saw, but Chloe posted something on her Insta story. Said if you have been a friend to someone for 7 years, you're not a friend anymore. You're a family.
Yeah.
And they truly treated her like a family. But she's been around them for 7 years, and I'm sorry to say those girls, the Kardashians, are shady. They're known for stealing each other's man. So she learned from the best.
Yeah.
Like, look at it. Kylie stole Tyga from Black China. And apparently, okay, no, that's true actually.
Yeah,
Chloe stole French Montana from Trina, and Chloe stole Tristan Thompson, her
Yeah, yeah.
recent boyfriend, from his girlfriend while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
So like I'm just saying, you know,
What
she's
goes
well
around-
trained, right?
True that.
What goes around comes around, like you said.
Yeah.
But the drama is crazy. Like I was on Twitter yesterday, and Tristan, Chloe, and Jordan, and Kylie were all trending, like worldwide trending.
Yeah.
It's crazy how people like want to meddle in each other's
You
like.
don't, you don't, sometimes you don't even know if these things are true or not, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
these people want to be
Talked
publicity.
about. Yeah,
they
yeah,
want
yeah.
publicity. If it's bad or good, they want to be like talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, their family has been really drama. Like, you know, like just back. Remember when Kylie was dating Tyga? Tyga was 27 and she was what, like 17?
Oh my god, she was
Yeah.
like 17 or something.
Yeah.
That was so gross. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like, and it was on TV. Like, nothing is normal. I'm like, just because you're rich, like, you can't. That's not normal.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, like people like to know what's popping in other people's lives.
Yeah.
So that's why I think we're so interested. Like people are always asking, like, why are the Kardashians so famous? And it's because we're giving them that
We are.
That
platform.
fame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like imagine like when that drama was happening yesterday, everyone was like looking them up and like, what's up? Did anyone post
Yeah.
anything? Like
'Cause
everyone
I said,
wanted to
my
know.
life is boring, and that's fun. Like, you know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So, other than being an introvert, what else do you like to do?
You know, I said I rescued a dog like 7 years ago when I came
Aw.
here. Yeah, I saw her in Ankara just like running around. I was like, who does she belong to? They're like, nobody. Brought her home. She's been, you know, living with us. She like traveled to LA last year.
Aw.
So she's like, you know, that's my baby. Nothing like really. My store is like what really like even when I'm home, like when I'm back in LA, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to go back to work. You know?
Yeah. Do you consider yourself a workaholic?
You know, there is like that's what I want to tell all girls, and when I meet younger girls who are like motivated and work, I'm like, you gotta do something for yourself because nobody's gonna be there for you. The thing is with one thing that I've seen with girls, which is very sad, and I try to tell them, like, do not depend on people. Do not depend on a rich boyfriend, because don't, like, just do something for yourself. Learn how to work. Be strong. Independent. Like I tell them, like, don't look at these Instagram, influencers of Kurdistan. Like I'm talking to younger girls in Kurdistan. Don't look him up seriously because they're not living what they're showing you.
Yeah.
They're showing you they're traveling. They got 1 million followers and they're this and this, balling this way. I promise you, there are in my DMs asking me to give them free stuff.
Wow.
Shade. I mean, if you live certain lifestyle, you wouldn't be asking for a free t-shirt or a free jacket or a dress or something, and I'm just saying, like, girls, like, just stay strong, like, look up to other people, like, look up to all these doctors we got, all these engineers we got, all these hardworking people we have, we have amazing people in our country that we could look up to instead of looking up to just someone who takes pictures and looks amazing. Yeah, even in our city,
Even locals.
Yeah.
Locals. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the locals. The locals are the ones are who, like, a lot of times I get a DM from someone and then like I see she's popular, whatever. She's like, hey, can you sponsor me? And my answer is like, no, like I don't want to sponsor you because I don't think so. Like I would help somebody. I've had people like have came into my store and said, hey, you know what? Like I had one time a school teacher came in and she's like, hey, would you mind helping to get uniforms for student? I was like, yes, of course. You want one? I'm going to do more than that. I give to my community. I help out people, but I'm not going to help out someone who wants to be an Instagram, trender. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, yeah. So I'm telling girls all the time, like, don't be deceived by these people. Don't be deceived by these things because they're not living what you see they are. Like, just focus on your education. Focus on like just being successful. Focus on your future. I know that sounds really weird, but like right now I'm in my mid 30s and I always think about like, oh my God, like time gone quick. And soon, like I see my parents are older, my dad like retired. I'm like, you gotta have something, because you're not, it's not forever. Your boyfriend or your husband or whoever, he's not going to be your sugar daddy forever.
You guys just joining us. This is Tavan from the Very Hollywood Shop. It's an MRF just near Cheche. Just go inside there to check it out. Her story is really amazing. Basically left her American life after 18 years to come in and do the Kurdistan dream right here. And she's doing it. It's been 7-8 years now. Can we stay on this topic, though, of how a lot of these girls, this fashion and makeup and clothes is really cool and fun and stuff like that for girls, but it can be so addicted to a point where it could break you. It can break a family where a girl gets too addicted and starts spending too much money. So, and the reason is because of those points you mentioned is they see other people who say, oh, look at me, I'm wearing something new every day on Instagram, but in reality it's all fake. It's a facade, like you said.
They all borrow these things from stores. They all ask for these things, and it's not like that. And it's not only spending too much, nor I see them making wrong decisions with, dating certain guys for their money. And like, that's something like I often like they say things, oh my God, so-and-so's dating this. Like, I'm like, sweetie, like this isn't what life is about, This isn't clothes and makeup. Yes, I work in that industry. I've worked in like the fashion and the makeup industry. It's beautiful. It makes you feel good. It's a good representation of yourself, like the way you look, but it's not everything in life. There is so much in life,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think makeup and, taking care of yourself. Yeah, it's therapeutic in a way.
Yes.
Like when you want to get away from everything, you sit down, you do your makeup, you feel better about yourself, but you shouldn't let it take you too far, like to a point where you're addicted, where you can't look at yourself without having too much makeup on. Like I love putting on makeup. I love going heavy, but like at the end of the day, when I take it off, I should feel good about my own skin.
Exactly.
So, when you see all of these Instagram models, like you said, it's not their everyday life. They're just posting what you want to see. So you shouldn't look at their profiles and be devastated and be like, why don't I look like this? Because they edit their photos, they put so much makeup, and they dress like they wear the trendy stuff. So I think what's important is to focus on your own goals. Don't look at other people, what they're doing with their lives. Everyone has different goals. Everyone has different lives. So you should focus on yourself rather than just copying someone else.
Somebody the other day told me something. I was like, I wanted to like shake her because she's like educated, has a degree, and she's like, I have nothing in this country. The only way you're popular in this country if you're like a blogger or a makeup artist, and I'm none of that. So I don't belong here. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
That's not true.
This is not true. Like, we have doctors, we have like, teachers, like you can like do something. Like, don't say that. Like, don't be deceived.
And she had a degree?
I swear to God. Wow. Everybody is so fascinated. This is, do you guys think like the YouTube and the Instagram thing, is this going to last forever? Like, Noor, what do you think? Is it like a short time thing? I think it's going to.
I think it will change, but it will still be similar. This technology of connecting people is not going to die. When humans discover something, they'll use it forever. The video has been existing for 80, 90 years because it's useful.
It is useful.
So this whole social media thing is useful, and it's addictive, like you said, unfortunately, where it leads to some people making bad decisions. I just hope, I don't know, if something does change though, because I really get sad when I see people in that situation, like you said. They're just copying other people for the sake of copying, and that's not cool.
I think like first when YouTube was around, I think like a few years ago, it was all about makeup tutorials, but now no one is doing makeup tutorials. They're doing more, so it's not gonna last forever. Like your question was, nothing lasts forever. people always wanna step it up and wanna see change.
How many makeup tutorials? Like there's so many, right? It's
Yeah.
I
like
can't even count.
yeah, so many smoky eyes you want to see on YouTube. Like they need to stop it. Like I'm like you need to stop it.
Yeah. People want to see change. Like nobody is doing these things anymore because it's so like old now. Everyone knows how to do a smoky eye by now, and like you said, nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, and I hope like that like people are more aware
Yeah,
of like the fake life behind
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
So what do your parents think? Do they ever ask you to come back?
Oh my
or-
god, my mom asks me to come back all the time.
Really?
She I was always like, come
Of
back.
course.
Yeah.
Like come back and live there, or
Yeah, I think to be honest, that's why like when your parents especially get older, you
Yeah.
do want to be there. Like you do want to be close to them because we are so far away. Like it's not like I can take a 5-hour flight like Europe. Like it's like 16, 17 hours, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I do like my sisters and my parents never see themselves coming back. They got used to that and I got used to this,
Yeah.
So, but then they always advised me, like, hey, come back. Like, my sister lives in Seattle the other day. She's like, you don't have to go LA. You can come to Seattle. And I was like, no way. Seattle rains all the time. Because I don't know if you guys know Seattle rains all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way. Thank you for the offer, But
Recently in LA, it's been raining a lot.
yeah,
like this
it's
year.
been raining. Last year, too, it rained a lot.
Yeah.
And everybody freaks out when it rains.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys take it easy. It's a blessing. You're on a, they have a drought. Like, they don't have like a lot of water and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, you should be
it's like
happy.
Kurdistan.
Yeah, everybody gets so freaked out. I'm like, you should be happy. It's a blessing when it's raining.
She's wearing her LA hat, and Sana is wearing her New York hat.
Yeah, West Coast right here, East Coast.
Where you're uniting them right here, man. Unite both of them, East Coast,
yes.
West Coast
Oh
together.
yes.
Or should we put them against each other and see who
No,
wins?
no, we don't want that.
A rap battle.
At least she represents her cap. I just bought one because it was nice.
Yeah, it's okay, girl.
Tavan, this was a really interesting interview. This was informative. At the same time, we can see you, like you said, from 12 to 8
Yeah.
in MRF.
And
Just
then-
look for the very Hollywood sign. It's
Purple.
It's very poppy.
Yeah, popping.
It's very on trend.
And then you can follow us on Instagram, Very Hollywood Boutique.
Yeah.
Just if you have any question, if you have anything, we're very, easy
Active,
to answer,
yes, yes.
active.
This
yes.
is the owner that you're listening to, so she will sit down with each girls and tell you what fits for you, what fits your body, your style, your taste, so that you can look to your best. And she will also tell you when you're addicted to them. I was like, yo, girl,
I
slow
do.
your roll.
I really do.
I'm
like,
seeing you
need
too
to
much in my
stop it. I'm like, how many like lipsticks are you gonna like? Are you gonna wear them all? Like seriously, take it easy.
Awesome, great. Tavan Kurdistan is lucky to have you.
Thank you.
We need more local people like that to come and contribute positively what they learned abroad and bring it back here. Anything before we let you go?
No, I just want to thank you so much for having me as a guest. That means a lot. And thanks to, for Kurdistan for letting me have my business for 7 years. It means a lot. Thanks for all the love and appreciation. And yeah, I hope I can serve you guys longer and longer. And thank you.
Tavan,
Thank
very
you.
Hollywood,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you.